Well, the first year is complete, and Baltimore City School CEO Dr. Gregory Thornton is here to talk about what we can expect for the upcoming school year. Welcome, Dr. Thornton.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Good to see you. Just to set the record straight, you have Maryland roots.
Oh.
And how did that play in your coming to Baltimore in the first place?
It was coming home for me. I had the opportunity of growing up and spending summers on the Eastern Shore, and Maryland's been a part of my culture and part of my upbringing. I remember going to see the Orioles. I even remember going to see the Colts when they were here.
Oh, Lord.
And so it was an opportunity to come home. I wish my grandparents were living. They would be very proud that I'm back at home where I should be, they would say.
The year is over. You've done a little bit more than a year. How would you grade yourself? What would you give yourself a report card-wise for the first year?
I would say that we're in a good place. We're developing. I'm not where I want to be, but at the end of the day, I'm really pleased with the progress we've made. But we have a lot more to do. Our children need a lot, and I'm convinced that we have the team on the ground to do so. I know our community's ready, and there's a set of high expectations for our city, and we're going to hopefully live up to them.
So is that a B or is it a C?
I would say it's a C and getting better.
Okay.
You know, we don't use those grades anymore, Tim. You're starting to date yourself. I mean, it's proficiency, it's developing, it's, you know, those kinds of things. So we're developing, and we certainly see opportunities for improvement as we move forward.
You walked into a challenge already waiting for you when it comes to the budget. Tell me about that challenge. You walked in and you had to make some tough decisions.
Yeah, when I had the good fortune to be called to certainly Baltimore, you know, we came with the idea we're going to build. We're just going to build on the great opportunities and great foundation that's been set. And we ran into a major financial challenge. And that challenge manifested itself in, unfortunately, a reduction in force. And that's the hardest thing CEOs, whether it's in the public sector or in the private sector, they have to do is when you reduce in force. And we reduced a couple hundred folks. And as a result of that, you know, we had to tighten our belt a little bit. And then certainly some of the energy out of Annapolis didn't help us, and so we made some hard decisions. But what we did do with those decisions, we kept children first. That was the key piece for me. That's our priority. That's what our work is about.
Where are you now in terms of stability? Are you financially stable, or are you guys starting this year with some money in the bank?
Well, I think we're very aggressive. We actually set aside some dollars actually to support our big project, which is 21st Century Learning. This is exciting. You've got to give me an opportunity to talk about that a little bit. But we walk into the school year very, very stable. But we got to continue to make good financial decisions. You know, costs continue to rise, and hopefully our revenue will continue as well. Last year we lost $23 million in addition to the structural changes we had to make, somewhere in the neighborhood around $72 million. That's close to a $100 million shift. That's a lot of money. Those are dollars that I wanted to actually build and put in classrooms every day, reduce class sizes and things of that nature. Our kids deserve so much.
That said, we talk about Baltimore City. I was at a school recently. I won't name the school, but you probably know it. It was a brand new school. I mean, it had this sense that, am I in East Baltimore? Tell me about, you know, the $1 billion you got some time ago and where you guys are going with transforming the buildings.
This is one of the most exciting things that I know in America going on. This community came together and everybody came in. Everybody pitched in and said, you know, we need better facilities. Here's the reality. We have the poorest facilities in the entire state of Maryland. And as a result of this $1 billion investment, we're going to build somewhere between 23 and 28 new schools in our city. And this is exciting. It's not just building new schools. This is about really creating schools of the future. Heavy technology presence, basically utilizing the new strategies that we think will take our kids well into the 21st century. Right now, Frederick Elementary moved out. Right now, Fort Worthington moved out. We're putting shovels in the ground, my friend, and you're going to see a major, major impact into our communities. And this is what our communities, they're truly loving it. They're invested in the process. They're helping with the architectural designs. This is what community is truly about.
Let's talk about vision in terms of what is the piece that drives. I mean, you know, the smaller class sizes. What is the Gregory Thornton vision? What's the piece that drives the district for you?
The vision for me is that the young folks that we have responsibility can sit in your chair one day, can sit in my chair, can certainly grow up and for their dreams to certainly come true. They have big dreams. Our job is to get the dreams just a little closer. So as we continue to move forward, what I know does it is education. Education is the #1 factor, I think, in determining whether kids make it to where they want to be in life. I want kids to be able to go to college. I want kids to be able to actually get jobs as they walk out. And I want kids to get to be big thinkers, entrepreneurs. Our kids have great ideas, and I want those opportunities to come alive. I think it's the school's responsibility to do that.
In terms of the school system, persons will say, oh, the school district, and it could be anywhere, not just Baltimore City. And my response is always, what about parental and community involvement?
It's vital. It's, you know, schools are part of communities, and what we have to do as a community, come together. I had an opportunity this year really to get to know our communities, actually sit in dining rooms with families, walk along the streets and talk with families sitting on the steps. And I will tell you, their dreams and aspirations for the kids are the same as yours and mine for our children. So we got to engage those folks. What I've learned is that there are strong communities in Baltimore, much stronger than Philadelphia. I mean, we have great communities in Philadelphia, but our community partners are all in here. They want things to happen in their community. They're waiting for something significant to take place. What they know is that schools are it. That's the big transformational agent that we believe will make a difference.
Families are challenged. I mean,
oh, no question.
So when you see some of these challenges, they're not Band-Aid approaches, but what's most heartbreaking when you go into these homes and these living rooms as you talk to these parents? What are they telling you?
What they're telling me is that it's hard from day to day. They're telling me that the fact that they don't have jobs. They talk about the fact of food and having quality food in their community. They talk about their own environments with respect to homes. They talk about health care. Those are things that are critical to the success of any community. And what I'm saying is that we got to bring our communities together. We got to get them closer. We got to begin working. I think there's a responsibility for us as a city, and I'm really pleased to say, Tim, the city's stepping up. This year we stepped up. We have more kids in summer school than we've had in years. And thanks to the business community at GBC, they said, we're going to put kids to work.
You're rolling.
This is what this work is about. This is what this city is about. This is where you see the city coming together to make a change for the future.